What's going on, beautiful people? Russell Klein is here, your second favorite talking head, because we all know Peter McKinnon is your first. Anywho, today we're going to be talking about the 3 things you have to do to start a photography business. So let's go. So step number 1 to doing a photography business is you need to determine what kind of business you want to run. Now, when you're doing this sort of thing, you generally are going to either have a sole proprietorship or an LLC. So, sole proprietorship is just you. That's like you are the business, right? That's what a sole proprietorship is. LLC is like you're not the business, like there is a business at that point, and you can have employees and stuff and like that. The important difference between those two is that if you have a sole proprietorship and somebody sues you, they can sue you for all of the things you own. LLC, on the other hand, they can only sue the business and like the properties that the business owns. So if like your camera that the business bought, because you have to make it a business expense, if it hits up to $2,500, once you have that, then those are the only things that they can sue you from and actually get money from when taking your property if they're trying to do that. So I think that's a huge thing to have just in general. There are some tax stuff that go along with either or of those, but LLC ends up winning in the end. So just go with an LLC. It will just be way easier. Just trust me. You can do. You know what? You don't even have to trust me. You can just do the research yourself. But I believe in you. So do an LLC. Number 2, numero dos, is you got to freaking determine the name of your freaking business. Okay? So like, let's go do that. Think of a name. Don't freaking matter, but it's important. But anywho, we're gonna, once you have your name, because that's a whole other thing that's hard to do, is you gotta look up your Secretary of State. Okay, so for me it's Colorado, so I'm gonna put in Secretary of State, Colorado, and business. So now I have a couple different options here. Now I have business organizations, Colorado Secretary of State, so I'm gonna click on that. And it brings me to this page here. And every state's gonna be different. But for our purposes, for what I'm doing right now, is I wanna look at the name availability search so I can see if any other businesses in the state have the same name. So if you live in Florida and you have a certain name, and then you live in Colorado, and I could have that same name, but it's in a different state, so it's okay. But anyway, so I'm gonna put in Flying Shark LLC. Don't ask me why, this is what came to my head first. And I'm gonna search. So it looks like Flying Shark LLC is available. So I'm like, sweet, let me click here to file that document. So I do it. Now you have to determine what kind of business we want to do, a partnership, blah, blah, blah. We already decided LLC is the way to go, so we're gonna do that. So limited liability company, boom. And then we gotta put in the name again because it's checking it, doing the thing. All right, and then it brings you to another screen and it's showing me the fee that it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost $50, but that's like a small price to pay, literally, if you wanna start a business and get it going and register it with your state. So then you gotta go and fill in all the stuff and the things, and then you do that and they send you some mail or something. I don't remember. It's been a little while, but they send you an email or mail and you go and pay the thing. You can do it online. They got all the stuff going down. So then you go and do that and then you submit it and then you pay the fee and it's not too bad. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 of what you need to have if you want to do a photography business is that like you need to have a sales tax license. Now I say need, you don't technically have to, but instead of doing just like sessions that are $200 or $300, it's important to have that sales tax license because you can send those people those digital files, but 9 times out of 10, they're never gonna freaking look at those digital files. They just don't. Pay for a session, never look at them. So instead, what you do is you get the sales tax license so you can sell them prints. It's important to do that because 1, you're gonna make more money, which we all want, but 2, when somebody actually has prints of stuff and they actually like hang a wall art in their home or they have an album book, like they'll actually use those things and look at those things every day versus if they're on a computer, they just don't appreciate the session that they paid for. Because if they're going to you to get photos, they want to have those photos and look at those and do those photos, especially if it's family portraits or something like that. Like, you want to have a dope photo that you put above their fireplace that they get to see every day and appreciate their family in that session that they have. So it's so important to do that aspect. And so, or like if they have an album book and they have like, you know, say that they're, you know, young right now and then they have a kid later and then their kids have kids and they can see, oh, like, oh, this is grandma like back in the day, and you actually get to like see like their life, and they sit down and they can tell you stories, and it becomes more than just a photo. It's like an experience. So having that sales tax license can do so much for people that you might not ever see like down the road, but like it will mean so much to them later, and it's all about the experience. So it's super important to have that. Those are the 3 things that you need to have if you want to start a photography business. The 3 things that you need to do, have all the stuff, okay? So if you like this video, hit the like button, and you know, if you want to subscribe, that would be sweet, but I'm not going to tell you to live your life. And lastly, you know, hit the notification bell, do the stuff to get updates on tutorials and videos like this on photo and video and all that. And I hope to see your beautiful faces in the next video, because you're great and you are beautiful, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye. Get some of that hair out. Ooh, that's fun. Woo. I don't have a lot of hair anymore. Better? Better. I think that's better. A little bit, a lot of bit. Looks kind of cute. Might delete it later. Yeah. Okay. I think we're ready. Maybe we're not.